has it all teed up. And we're off from US Bank Stadium. Returning it from the 4. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Waddle now in motion right. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Pass play coming here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No look on his first look of the game, so now it's going to be 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
3rd and long for him here. He's throwing deep to the left side. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. First carry here for the rookie out of Penn State. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
He was brought down at the
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
McCarthy throwing here. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
It's not just imperative that the quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Throwing on 3rd, McCarthy. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins take over on his 5th interception of the season. We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal.
Handoff running left. It's Achane. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Here we go.
We send a man in motion.
Hop, 70, hop, go.
Throwing now off the play action. He rolls to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Warriors 70, 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
He's drawn up for him. And he doesn't slide down, and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. They get 2 out of the run, but it's going to be 4th and 9.
It's 4th down.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
At their own 28-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's the one back on the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Incomplete.
Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Come on.
They'll start the drive with Achane. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. They'll stick with Achane. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Pass play on 1st and 10. He's got it at the 30. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. You start with a string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
Zone read, they hand it to Achane. Look at this, 9 yards on a nice 1st down run.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rusher right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit, but it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive.
And he stopped immediately there.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss result.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Javon Hargrave able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. There they'll play action. Here's McCarthy. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
The Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a run. Here's the rookie from Penn State. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The Vikings had 3 and 10 now on the year. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing the best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Now McCarthy. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. On the ground again, it's Mason. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Pretty good effort there on 1st down. You know he wanted to get in that end zone.
Oh, he showed it by that dive trying to reach for the pylon, and now he's going to come back on 2nd down. Don't tap out. Don't take yourself out of the game. Go back to the huddle.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. C.J. Ham, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's 1st score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. And look at this defense for the Vikings. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it easily move into the top 5. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 3rd down, Achane. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
70.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Viking 18.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 21, here's the 2nd and 9. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's McCarthy. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On play action, McCarthy. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
He'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
The Dolphins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he's on to punt for Miami. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's fielded at the 45. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now they'll try to run a reverse here.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll run for it with Achane. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This will be taken at the 10. It'll be a net of 39. 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
55 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. To the air with McCarthy. Completes it to the fullback hand. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Running left, Mason. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Lucas Van Ness in there on the tackle. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it will still leave them with a 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. 60 Bison, 15 Pioneer.
Throwing is McCarthy. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Hey, cameraman. Cowboy 80. 19 tight. 19 tight.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Taken from just outside the 30. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. McCarthy operating from the gun. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a hold at the end of that one. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw. McCarthy finds his man. There's Jordan Addison.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Second and 1.
Second and 1. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch? Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. McCarthy. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Addison hauls it in. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the play.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Josh Oliver, his first touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, trying to get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And That's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. You put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. From 13 yards out.
And the Dolphins get a bit closer.
The Dolphins are lining up for
They'll try and throw for it. And he'll find his way in for two. And we're back to a two-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15.
Looking to throw. McCarthy.
That is caught.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They stay on the ground. This time, it's Williams.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Okay, ready?
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hey, go!
Again, it's Williams. Shreds the tackle. And some room to work. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20.
Press all 80. Ready?
Now back to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
19. Trap 60, trap 60.
Back to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal, Miami.
He'll look to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2.
Read alert, read
Are
alert.
lining up for a
19
2-point
Tiger,
conversion.
19 Tiger, 19 Lion. Warrior 70. And up.
They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
The score, Vikings 24, Dolphins 14.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Give them what they asked for. It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that release them.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. That is a monster gain wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big moments in a normal game. You've got to take advantage of them. And when you give one away because of an avoidable penalty, that's a major disadvantage. Just steals away every bit of momentum you just generated with that play.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
And they're going to go with a jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. Now McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, that held up there a long time, but it falls innocently and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Achane. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to match the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On play action. Now McCarthy. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Here's McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Here we go. 19 Lions. Cougar 19. Ready?
Sticking with the pass. Here's McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
First down and goal to go.
Cowboy 80. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
And as this drive began, the offense had to be thinking touchdown, knowing the situation. Even after that loss, touchdown still on their minds. This is a one-possession game. A field goal doesn't do them a whole.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Dolphins 22.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
19 Tiger. 18 Pioneer. Go.
They'll look to throw here.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and a mile. Slot man moves right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
3rd and 7.
Throwing is McCarthy. He'll try and do this himself.
No one there to help 22 and a first.
Now that's a killer because you think you get it absolutely covered, and then he hot foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on third, and then the tables turned. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Ready up.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Liking 18.
To the air with McCarthy.
And he's going to be taken down there. A sack back at the 32. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Record on for the Vikings field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
They'll set up a throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
The second down pass.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
So it's a win for the Vikings, and it was thanks in part to the play of their 3rd-year quarterback.
Yeah, I thought this defense just didn't have an answer for him all game long. They tried to change things up, but he was always one step ahead. And he finished with over 300 yards passing and 2 touchdown passes as well.
So for Minnesota, it's a 4th win of the campaign as they get to 4-10 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the